almost like oh my God, it was almost like a revival that took place. I mean, we prayed. I mean, we gave God praise. I was spirit led to give a donation to her. I'm not saying the number, but I did. I wanted to bless this young lady. And I come to tell y'all that it's not about, God want to know what you're going to do. As a minister, it's nice to go to a church and preach. I tell people this all day long. It's nice to go to a church. I've been to a cathedral. I've been there before. I've been to a storefront church. I've been to my church. I've been to many different places. I mean, even on this platform here on the station, it's nice. But God wants to know what you're going to do when people need you. Are you going to do what God tells you to do? Are you really your brother's keeper? Or are you just out there preaching and prophesying because you want your name to be great? It does not matter to me no more if nobody know who I am. Most people affiliate me with the school or with the funeral home, with the kid in the funeral home. But most people they don't affiliate me with this broadcast. They don't affiliate me with my own business. But God allowed me to still do and get His word out there. I come and tell y'all this happened, and after. The revival, I'm gonna call it, subsided. I got in my truck and I was crying and I was worshiping God because I just wanted to give God the praise for Him, even allowing me to be in a place where He can use me to minister to somebody that needed to be ministered to, and it was not on a church platform. So I was still giving God praise because, God, you didn't have to use me, but you did. So I told God, thank you. But even in the midst of leaving from there, ladies and gentlemen, I left from there and I went out to feed homeless people. Come to tell you, it was almost 75 homeless people out there, and everybody that I gave something to just kept telling me, oh God, excuse me. They just kept telling me, thank you, sir, because you don't know how much of a blessing you are to me. And I want to tell you that it's not by power, but it's just by the divine purpose of God that I'm able to do this. Nobody knows my story. Nobody knows what I've been through. So just to be out there giving pizza away to some people, it blessed me because I felt like, you know what, they don't really know that I'm just one paycheck away from being out there where they are. It's not because of what I have. It's not because of everything I drive, or it's not because of what the type of house that I live in. I'm paycheck to paycheck, just like they I have been. And I want to tell everybody that, it's time to be real. It's time to be transparent. People they look at you and they think the glitz and the glamour and everything is good. But I want to tell you, it takes a lot to keep what we have. And that's why I give God continuous praise. I tell God, thank you every day. God, even if I forget, I want to tell Him thank you now for everything that He's brought me through, everything He's took me through. Because I know, like Fantasia said, it was just necessary. It was necessary. It was necessary. It was necessary why people walked away from me. It was necessary why I lost my job. It was necessary why I had to drop out of college when I did. It was necessary when I lost my triplets. It was necessary when my wife turned around and walked away from me. It was necessary when my daughter was born. My wife moved to Georgia. It was necessary while I went through molestation. It was necessary while my fraternity brothers, all of them at one time, wrote me a letter, told me they didn't want me to be a part of that no more. It was necessary while my so-called friend named Michelle, who I entrusted all my personal life with, turned around and walked away from me and still have yet to speak to me. It's necessary. Everything I'm going through right now, God, I tell you, thank you for just allowing me to stay in my right mind while you deliver me through this. So I come to encourage you today, all my listeners, all my viewers. I had a legal right to lose my mind. I had a legal right to commit suicide. I had a legal right to do everything. I come to tell you, it was at one time, I wouldn't tell my family, I wouldn't tell my friends. I remember one time I was so hungry, I walked to McDonald's, looked down on the ground, and I found almost 65 cents, and that's when the cheeseburgers had just dropped down to 65 cents. Hello, somebody. God had delivered me. God had took me through something. God tested me before He gave me what He gave me. God did not just give me a school. God did not just give me a counseling center. God didn't just make me a minister. God didn't just give me a Hummer. God didn't just give me a Suburban. God didn't just give me a Mercedes-Benz. God didn't just give me me, Vans. God tested me through everything I have. And I'm telling y'all, everybody, it's day by day. It's brand new mercies I see, but there's still a test and a trial that comes with those brand new mercies, because God is not going to just keep blessing us, and he don't know if we're going to give him praise for it. So I come to tell y'all, I don't care what you're going through, you got to give God praise in the midst of it. You got to give God praise in the midst of it. So I'm glad I could share that testimony with you, ladies and gentlemen, because after feeding the 75 people, I come to tell y'all that 4 or 5, 6 maybe, people walked up, and I had just closed the last box of pizza I had. And they said, "Oh, big man, you ran out, you don't have no more, huh?" I looked at them people, I said, "Listen, give me a few minutes. I'm going to go back and get some more." And I went back to Little Caesars. And what I did was I purchased 20 more boxes of pizza, because I knew somebody was hungry. And those are God's children. And then I come to tell you, I left from that one destination. I left from downtown Fort Lauderdale over by the library, and I went over there by the bus terminal. I fed some people by the bus terminal. Then he led me down on Broward Boulevard, where there's a health memorial, I believe it is, health system, or Broward General Health System building on the right-hand side of if you're heading towards 95 from the East Coast. And it was more gentlemen there, and it was a lady out there, and God told me to give them peace. I blessed them with peace and water. And then I found myself going under the Broward Bridge over by the DJJ building, and I was able to bless them. And then that next thing God led me to Delaware Park. And then when I was at Delaware Park, I found myself blessing homeless people there. And then just before I got ready to leave, it was a young man walked up to me. He said, "Sir," he said, "are you selling that pizza?" I looked at him. I said, "No, baby, I'm not selling the pizza." I said, "But I don't even think I have any more left." But I come to tell you, when I walked back to that truck, I had one more pizza and almost like 4 or 5 more bottles of water. And the young man was out there. He was a young guy, a little boy, probably in middle school, elementary school. And he was with his friends, and they was out there talking. They was acting grown. They was cursing and stuff. I said, "Y'all, listen." I said, "I need y'all to come down." They said, "Yes, sir." I said, "But come here, I got something I want to bless y'all with." And I would look in the back of the truck, and there was a box of pizza. Guess what? I gave that pizza to them. And I told them, "I need y'all to do me a favor. Just promise me, when y'all get older, you're going to do the same thing I'm doing. Bless the people. Give back." And the little boy said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Well, right now I'm still in school." I said, "What school do you attend?" He said, "I attend straight ahead high school." He said, "But I'm a straight A student." I looked at him. I said, "Baby, that's all I wanted to hear. As long as you continue to do your best and give God the rest, I promise you, you'll be okay." And that's what I want to end this broadcast system with. That's what I want to end my testimony session with. Long as you do your best and give God the rest, listen, you will be okay. I want to encourage everybody, turn it over to God. Turn it over to God. This right here is not meant for you to fight by yourself. It's not meant for you to go through by yourself. This is not meant for you to hover. It's not meant for you to cry every night. It's not meant for you to go through what you're going through. It's not even meant for you to go. You have to learn how to turn things over to God, because God wanted you to know that everything that you're going through is predestined. It's ordained by God. It's just a test. It's just a trial. But moreover, I want to end with this. It is necessary. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. H Rembert from the Empowerment Ministries. I'm getting ready to sign off for tonight, because I just got to go worship. I feel in the spirit of worship, and I just want to go and bask in the presence of God. So I'm going to end this session early tonight, but I am going to definitely end with Fantasia. It's necessary. Stay tuned. Also, I want to challenge somebody. I don't know who's listening, but I have a cash donation that I want to donate to the first caller, because I want to encourage people to listen. So I have a cash prize that I want to give to whoever listening, whoever called 7. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm mixed up here. 954-802-5768. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I mixed up. I'm sorry. I'm telling you. I'm trying to hold my mule right now. Whoever, the first caller who calls, I have a cash prize. And the telephone number is 754-802-5768. Again, to the first caller who calls, the number is 754-802-5768. Again, we are giving away a cash prize, $100. May God continue to bless and keep you, is my prayer. I'm signing off for tonight. God bless.
Tissue. Can y'all do the song y'all just did? Oh, wow. Sorry. It's on those days when you're tired and you're away from your family that he just came right in the room and got on the piano.